In the year 1918, the world experienced the worst pandemic we've ever seen. 100 million people dead. 20% of those that got it died.
Philip, you're drifting.
I'm not drifting. I'm just thinking.
Oh, yeah? What about?
A group of researchers brought to a remote facility to work on a vaccine for bird flu. A virus so threatening it could kill off half the world's population. But it just hasn't mutated yet.
You don't think we're here to work on a vaccine, do you?
Time to get up, Mel.
20 minutes.
We gotta be suited up in 20.
Hey, where'd you go last night? You wandered off at some point and didn't come back until like 5 or something.
I think you were dreaming. You drank too much last night, Melody.
We were celebrating.
You shouldn't have said all those things to Chad and Culverton.
They won't say anything.
for the apheresis on specimen 14. But the antibodies and the T cells declined, right? Okay. Why don't you go upstairs and get some sleep?
I'm fine.
You're not fine.
You can't be in here alone. And what about Donovan's trial set?
Work a double with Chad and Culverton. Donovan won't know the difference. Go get some sleep, Mel.
Okay.
I know what you're saying. She's looking pretty rough today. Mel was hungover as shit. Did I even know you pulled a double, Gladwell?
Gentlemen,
Oh,
good evening.
Donovan, why hiding out here?
Calverton, you scare so easily. So how were today's test results? Gentlemen?
I think you'll be pleased. We've made significant progress with the protocol, as usual. We documented the dose escalation and updated the data in the master database.
That's very good. I'll let Thomas know he is clear to lock it up for the night. Good night, gentlemen.
Gladwell, we've been looking for you. Where the hell have you been?
Is something wrong, Thomas?
Philip, I don't know any other way to break this to you other than to do so forthrightly. Melody didn't come back last night.
What do you mean she didn't come back?
I'm so sorry, Philip. Melody's body was found in a clearing in the north side of the woods this morning.
Her body?
Last night it seemed she suffered a petechial hemorrhage of the skin and mucous membranes, likely a result of H5N1.
She's dead.
We will be investigating how she contracted the virus. Thomas and I can assure you that we will follow every measure to ensure that neither you nor the facility is any way compromised.
Hey, daydreamer. You're up. You said you would celebrate. Could be your last night with us all together.
I'm enjoying myself.
Well, then you just keep that up.
Ooh, coming in hot.
Mm.
Hey.
Hey, you don't mind if I cut in a little later, do you? Cop a feel.
You can try. I don't think Culverton puts out on the first dance.
Oh, touche. Big night, huh? 5 days left. Finally count 'em on a hand. A day after the full moon will be the hell off this godforsaken island.
Well, full moon that night, huh?
Uh-huh. Be a beautiful send-off. Plan to put a rock on that finger with your cut of the bonus?
We'll see.
Come on, what else are you gonna use that wad of cash for?
What did we meet, Phil? Bioethics?
Yeah. Class of 93.
You're both old as shit.
Okay, hatshot. Fourth year med student tried to graduate in 6.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
What, dick around for a year? You know? Blow all the money I'm making on this gig?
You ought to have all that debt.
Ugh. Then find a lady, settle down, and pop out some kids, huh?
Work for me.
Golden handcuffs, baby. Not my style.
You're young. That'll change.
Says the 50-year-old bachelor.
Damn it. Jeez, I'm sorry. You scared me.
Philip should be back by the time you finish that. Why don't you have him escort you back to your room?
I'm not that drunk.
So you think. Either way, it's off to bed. You've both got the early shift. And Melody, dear. Show more care with what you hear and with what you say. I'll see you in the morning.
If we're not researching a vaccine, then what are we working on?
I don't know. Did I ever tell you about this game my father used to play with me?
Since when do you talk about family?
We used to do this thing where he would hide treasure. You know, a candy bar, toys, nothing special. He'd put them in an obscure place and then leave bunches of clues throughout the house to make me really hunt for it, work for it.
What kind of clues?
Little items. In rooms they just didn't belong or didn't make sense. For example, I'd find a toothbrush under my pillow, which meant that the next clue was in the bathroom. Or a book in the odd drawer would lead me to a study, and so on. And I'd follow those breadcrumbs for days, sometimes weeks. But see, that was the whole point. It wasn't really about the treasure. It was about the hunt. The pursuit.
I'd like to have a quick briefing with you before we show you to your sleeping quarters. I trust you've had time to read the profile.
I have. Quite an eclectic group you have here. What's with the med student?
It is an unusual mix, but for our purposes, strategic. I'm sure you'll find this isn't quite like the other facilities you're used to. So far, it's proven satisfactory.
But for the safety protocol.
Melody's death was not a result of our negligence. Protocol is sound.
Thank you.
He's a deaf mute. Although he can usually make out what you're saying as long as he cares enough to pay attention. Okay.
What does he do?
Odd jobs, maintenance, housekeeping. This facility used to belong to his family. On the last plane ride in, it resulted in a severe crash, leaving Benjamin the only survivor. Anyway, he lives in a small house up the shoreline.
He doesn't stay here?
No. He and Donovan have some sort of an agreement. I don't know much more. Regarding Benjamin's house, it also doubles as a safe house.
A safe house.
Just a precaution. Only Benjamin, Donovan, myself, and now you have a key.
Oh, Gladwell. I was about to come and find you.
Mind if I get one of those?
Splash of water, right?
Oh, not tonight.
Ah. Something must be weighing on your mind.
Yeah, I'd rather keep it there.
Well, give it a bath with this.
Thanks. So what's this?
Oh, that's the book I was telling you about a couple of months ago. It's about the 1918 pandemic. I managed to have them included in the shipment from the mainland.
Oh, I'd completely forgot about that conversation.
To be honest, I only remembered it when I unpacked the supplies this afternoon. I knew you'd find it interesting.
Yeah.
You're welcome to keep it as long as you like.
Thanks.
Well, I'll leave you to your bath.
Sorry. No, you don't gotta go.
That's all right. I've got an appointment with my pillow, which I have to keep. Good night, Philip.
Thanks for the drink.
You've been in here since the memorial this morning. Donovan said to take the day off, my friend.
Thanks, Culverton. I'm fine.
What's this?
Cytokine storm. Melody's immune system killed her.
I've come to the same conclusion. How else would she have died so quickly?
Her body was found in a clearing on the north side of the woods. If she were working in the lab, why end up out there?
Exactly my question, Mr. Gladwell. However, I'm afraid that alternative speculations only take us into a dark cavern. I'm not sure that you and I wish to enter. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, Donovan hasn't splurged on us like this since, day we arrived.
Food rations come in quarterly, gentlemen. Be glad that I've been so frugal so that you've had something to eat these last few days.
You didn't need to do all of this for me.
Nonsense. We have a lot of work to be done in a very short period of time. You deserve every bit of pampering.
Well, thank you.
It's the, good cop, bad cop routine.
Philip.
Mr. Gladwell, you're a little late. We've already made introductions.
Who rearranged my room?
Oh, that's...
There have been some adjustments, Philip. Thomas flew Jessica in this morning to help supplement the work that we only have a few days to complete. Out of respect for you, I moved your belongings to Chad's old room to give you some privacy. Oh. Yeah. Philip? Your old key, please. Thank you. So, shall we?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, I'm on pins and needles.
Okay. So I've been thinking about the conversation that we had the other day. About the stuff in your journal.
What's to consider? I told you nothing was there.
I don't believe you.
Mel, seriously,
No,
it's just...
stop. Philip, stop. You're onto something. I mean, we're caught up in a guessing game. 1 week, we're on to the M1 matrix, trying to eliminate the virus delivery method. And the next week, we're trying to stop the RNA release mechanism. But none of it even matters unless we can see all the data. In this facility, substandard conditions, inadequate equipment, and a half-assed lab. Quite honestly, it just seems like a joke, you know? And the vaccine.
A whitewash.
Could be. And if it is, then your observations make sense. We could be generating a control.
An impetus.
A stimulus. Jump-starting the immune system into overdrive. Keep dreaming, Chad. The whole thing is a whitewash.
What are you talking about?
Think about it. All of our results are moved to a database that Thomas keeps on lockdown.
Okay, so we've been on restricted access, but that's always been the case.
Donovan and Thomas have had our hand tied with this paint-by-numbers bullshit for a year. If they were gonna give us sufficient data, they would have by now.
All right, that's enough, Mel.
I'm just saying, the bonus is a dangled carrot. Now, if we could get a look at those mystery files, that would be a start. Maybe we could even get enough data to run a basic proficiency test.
What files?
Come on, you're far too cute to be a cynic.
She mean the files in Donovan's office?
I know. Come on.
I mean, come on, there's no way in hell he'd have printouts in there.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Hey, where you heading to, bud?
I'm gonna go clear my head. Thomas, can't see you standing there, right?
Yeah, well, I was just gonna come join you all for a drink.
Oh, no, I'm headed out.
So soon?
Yeah. Good night.
Night.
Damn it. Jeez, I'm sorry. You scared me.
There was this one time, my father almost got me. I followed all his clues to the living room. The treasure was somewhere in there. And for what seemed like months, I couldn't find anything that was out of place. I mean, I probably turned that room upside down hundreds of times. And then something caught my eye.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
See you, Chad.
I forgot a few things. I'll catch you at dinner.
Shouldn't fly solo, my friend, especially after what happened.
Save it, Culberton. Okay, let's just finish up generating the IVIGs, and then we'll call it a night, okay?
What is that?
Forget it, nothing.
I'm serious, Philip.
Just random thoughts, nothing really.
That's half the year's data. That's strictly against policy. What if Donovan sees that?
He won't.
Golden handcuffs, baby. Not my style.
That'll change.
Says the 50-year-old bachelor. How would you know, boss? You ever been married?
Yeah.
Well, how about that? He's been holding out on us. What was her name?
Heather.
Well, I mean, what happened?
She died.
Shit. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean...
Well, didn't she know?
Oh, Gladwell. I was about to come and find you. I'll let Thomas know he is clear to lock it up for the night. Good night, gentlemen.
Boss man's been out here an awful lot lately.
We've all been a bit anxious. It's been a long year with limited results.
You mean like what Mel was getting at last night?
What's that?
That we might not get to run a proficiency test?
Huh.
You know, all that conspiracy stuff she was getting on about?
That really stuck with you, didn't it? I hadn't given it a second thought. We've always known that we might not finish the Q formula.
Well, yeah, sure, but when it comes down to it, you know, basically what you're looking at is that we've put in
Chad.
a year or so.
Melody was drunk. Just intoxicated rambling.
Philip? Philip, you're drifting.
I'm not drifting. I'm just thinking.
Oh, yeah? What about?
First time we met.
Oh, here we go.
You were so awkward.
There were other seats available. You had to sit next to me.
You didn't sleep here all night, did you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, Coverton's already in the lab. Sue should probably get suited up.
Yeah.
Jeez, Gladwell. What, man? What's going on? You just gonna stand there all night, or can I get some shut-eye, man?
Get dressed. And then something caught my eye. My mother's music box on the piano.
And it wasn't supposed to be there.
No. It was in the right place. But it was sealed shut. And it had never been sealed before.
Is this where she was found?
Yeah.
All right. Hit me with it.
Melody died of a cytokine storm. You know what that is?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
It was the primary killer of the pandemic of 1918. 100 million people dead. 20% of those that got it died. The key? It attacked the healthiest among us. Half the victims were 20 to 40 years old. They died of a cytokine storm, a vicious burst to the immune system. Hemorrhaged out of their mucous membranes. They bled out of their eyes, their ears, their nose, their mouth, eventually their lungs.
They bled to death, yeah.
Or drowned in their own blood.
So Melody
died of a cytokine storm. And it certainly should not have happened overnight. It needed a catalyst. I'm so sorry, Melody.
What for?
I was reckless. You should have never seen my journal.
I want to help.
Oh, Mel.
No, I'm completely serious. And I'm not talking about regenerating the data in that little journal of yours. It's gonna take too long. We need to know sooner.
And how do you propose that?
Donovan's files.
What could you possibly have been thinking, bringing in Jessica at this critical moment? Melody is killed, and you arranged for an immediate replacement? You were required to clear this with me first.
You would have never agreed. I had to make
You
a decision.
don't have the clearance, Thomas. You've completely jeopardized the integrity of the team. I can't afford this.
You can't afford this.
We can't afford this. Damn it. Can't you see?
All I can see is that your sympathy is clouding your judgment. And I can't afford that.
We just need to get in Donovan's office.
What if we get caught?
Well, What if I told you we could get in and out unnoticed and not break anything? Look at it. Found it in the rec hall last night. Thomas must have left it behind. Pretty careless, huh?
Do you have any idea?
No, don't freak out. Look, that's why I had it here. Safekeeping.
Put it back where you found it.
Benjamin, what's wrong? Benjamin.
Cytokine storm. Melody's immune system killed her. Her body was found in a clearing on the north side of the woods. If she were working in the lab, why end up out there?
Exactly my question, Mr. Gladwell. Melody's productivity fell off significantly over the past few months. It was obvious to us all. Something was keeping her distracted. Therefore, the notion that she was working on something in secret seems viable to me. I honestly wish I had more time to investigate. Melody was such a delightful girl. I don't like thinking of her in this way.
Okay. Everything you need is going to be in here. All your instructions. When you finish the formula, I want you to put it in here and make sure you lock it up, okay? Chad?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you looking for something?
No. No, not at all. I don't...
What, Chad?
All right, look. Where were you? You know, the night Mel died.
What the hell type of question is that?
I just want to know, where were you, man?
Who's asking?
I am.
Who's asking?
Okay, look, Jessica just told me some stuff, and it seemed legit enough to ask, and...
Jessica! What the hell are you thinking? What did you tell her, Chad?
Nothing, man. Look, I didn't tell her anything about this stuff. It's just, she just said some crazy shit, and I thought... Look, just forget it, all right? Just forget it, man. It's not like it matters anyway.
Chad. It does matter. Don't fuck this up, kid. Not now. What were you doing in the woods last night? You know something. Don't you? Benjamin. Look, you've got to help me. You got... Benjamin.
What do you think you're doing?
None of your concern.
The hell it's not.
Look, we don't know anything about her.
That doesn't bother you. And you think going through her underwear is gonna solve the mystery? Philip, look, ever since Melody's death, you've gone unhinged, friend.
Maybe it's a wake-up call. Did you ever think of that? No. You just let it roll off like it's no big deal.
Oh, come on, Philip. Enough with the crazy talk, all right? You contaminated Melody. Wasn't that enough?
Oh, this is good. Go on.
Say it. All I know is you were both messing with things you shouldn't have, all right? And she wouldn't have.
Melody wouldn't have died if I kept my mouth shut.
Look, Phil, all I'm saying is it's not our place to challenge upward. All right, we're told what we need to be told. It's for our own safety.
You don't believe that bullshit, and you know it. Try thinking for yourself for once. What you're looking at is what Melody and I have been working on for the last 4 months. Until the last few days. If we finish this, we can test it.
You know, for the first time, man, I don't think I want to know.
Donovan never wanted a vaccine, Chad. He wanted control. If H5N1 is weaponized, it would kill hundreds of millions of people unless you could target a specific population. Those spreading it.
It's genocide.
Health profiteering, war profiteering, call it what you want. One man has control.
You think Melody was a test subject?
Any one of us could be next.
Does Culverton know?
He's got family to protect.
All right, what about Jessica?
Thomas brought her in, but she's definitely with Donovan.
So why are you telling me?
Because I need your help. We're down to a few hours, 2 shifts, and we can finish it.
So you don't trust Culverton? You don't trust Jessica? Why trust me?
You don't know enough to be a threat. You don't have any choice, do you?
I thought I heard voices. What are the two of you doing all the way out here by yourselves?
We were just leaving.
I need you to do it tonight.
Hey, you go ahead. I just need to finish this up. I won't be long, you know. Seriously.
Okay.
if we're not researching a vaccine, then what are we working on?
I don't know.
I think you should stop reading all those books. They put you in a bad mood.
Who said I'm in a bad mood?
Let's talk about nice things.
Nice things?
Uh-huh. Like, where do you think we're gonna live when we get off the island? What if we were to be adventurous? Just point a finger on the map and move there, you know? Just do whatever we want. Philip? Philip, you're drifting.
I'm not drifting. I'm just thinking.
Oh, yeah? What about?
First time we met.
Oh, here we go.
You were so awkward.
There were other seats available. You had to sit next to me.
13-hour flight. Didn't want to get lonely or bored.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I didn't want to go a whole year without getting laid.
Is that all this is? How did you get in if the music box was sealed?
That's just it. There was only one way to prove that treasure was inside.
Well, were you right?
All right. Phil. Come on, what is this, Phil? What the hell are you suited up for?
I was right.
Right about what? Are you bleeding? That's supposed to be in the lab.
You don't even know what it is.
I don't care what it is.
The Q formula.
And I finished it. Okay, you have truly lost it, friend.
This is what killed Melody, friend. And what killed Chad. And what will kill you and me and half the damn planet.
What do you mean? Chad's dead? I don't believe you.
Killed by a cytokine storm, just like Melody. You contract H5N1, and this ensures your timely death. Donovan and Thomas played us, Culverton. Played us from the very start.
Phil, I think you're just twisting things around, okay? All right, listen to what you're saying. Sit down, sit down. Let's say you're right. Okay, Melody. Why kill Melody? Why kill Melody? Why kill Chad? And if they just need guinea pigs, why not kill us all at once? Why wait till the end of the term to do it? And frankly, the only common denominator that I can see between Melody's death and Chad's seems to be you.
Philip! Where did you get it? Next to a dead body, Philip. No, no! Why, Philip?
There never were any files, were there?
Files? What are you talking about? Where did you get that?
You tell me.
Why don't you tell me about this?
You ran it. What more is there to say?
We went to such great lengths to protect you from this. You had to resist?
The main database was restricted to protect you. We purposefully gave you the minimal amount of necessary information to prevent conspiracy.
Culverton? What are you doing?
I'm thinking for myself.
You're right, Philip. You've never been working on a vaccine. It was purely a motivational fabrication. I'm surprised you hadn't recognized sooner we are years away from a vaccine.
An impetus for control. Yes, Philip, it is. Since H5N1 can only travel bird to human, vaccination development was an expensive guessing game prior to its mutation. But with the Q formula, we have certainty. The day H5N1 can travel human to human, we can prevent a worldwide pandemic.
By killing
thousands upon thousands of innocent lives.
Which is so much better than millions upon millions.
Oh, and what do you stand to gain from it?
What do you stand to gain from stealing it?
Your friendship was a total act, wasn't it? Your romance a myth. Using poor Melody as your little muse.
Where were you the night of Melody's death? Wait, you can't remember?
You weren't in your quarters.
Nor tonight, when Chad was murdered.
This was written only the day before Melody's death. After a few too many drinks tonight. She said too much. Melody has grown impatient. Our actions are irrational and reckless. She is a liability. And this just hours before Chad's. And Chad's implications about my involvement in Melody's death are problematic. He may have confided in Jessica. If so, tonight may be it.
Orchestrated from the very beginning.
Excuse me?
Oh. Beautifully played.
You're not making any sense, Philip.
Jessica, secure the formula from the lab. And meet me at the safe house.
choice. No. We'll wait it out.
Oh, that's the book I was telling you about a couple of months ago. It's about the 1918 pandemic. To be honest, I only remembered it when I unpacked the supplies this afternoon. I knew you'd find it interesting.
Yeah.
You're welcome to keep it as long as you like. Good night, Philip.
Thanks for the drink.
Ugh.